Mama Ayo's restaurant flourished across the whole of Ijayi village. Our customers would come from different villages just to have a taste of her sumptuous meal. People would line up as early as 6 a.m. eager to taste her sumptuous meals. Many men in the village no longer eat the food cooked by their wives again. Be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it is always at Mama Ayo's restaurant. Their wives began to raise eyebrows, and some homes were broken because of this. The women would pick a fight with their husband because they refused to eat at home, but they will never listen. It is either Mama Ayo's food or nobody's. Mama Ayo's food has done more damage than good. Not only the men died to have a taste of Mama Ayo's food, many women and young ladies also find it hard not to taste her food in a day. Other restaurants in Ijayi village began to close down. They couldn't compete with Mama Ayo, as all of their customers had started eating at Mama Ayo's restaurant. Some started another business, while others stopped the restaurant business and became idle. However, Aduni didn't back off. Aduni, a skilled chef who is well known for her delicious meals in the village, had lost her customers to Mama Ayo. She used to have a large volume of customers before things began to change. She had been in the business before Mama Ayo. Mama Ayo started the business few months back, and now she has become more popular than her in the village. This got Aduni wondering how Mama Ayo had outgrown her in the business. She knew there was more to eat. Her customers no longer patronize her. They only want to eat Mama Ayo's food. As days go by, she would end up pouring away all the food she had cooked since morning, since no customers come to her again. She only comes to the shop to see people pass by her and go to Mama Ayo's restaurant to eat. One day, Adoni closed down her shop and decided to visit Mama Ayo's restaurant. She met a large crowd as usual, clamoring and struggling to get their food, each of them wanting to get their food fast and begin to eat. One said they will eat happily and began to devour their meals as though they did not taste a good meal before. Adoni, witnessing this, knew there was more to eat than meets the eyes. One day, Adoni decided to take a drastic action. She wanted to know the reason why her customer no longer patronized her. She wanted to know why they prefer to eat at Mama Ayo's restaurant. She was determined to uncover the secret behind her success. In the village, there are different herbalists and sorcerers, and they are very much at her reach. One of them is Baba Okin, a feared herbalist in the village. Adonu knew he would be able to shed light to all the questions on her mind. One evening, she went to Baba Okin's hut. As she got there, she met the old man in his hut, seated in the dark and mysterious room, with shelves filled with herbs and potions, with candles flickering in the darkness. Without explaining her reason for her coming to the old man, Baba Okin, being a very spiritual man, had already known the reason for Adoni's coming. I know the reason why you are here, even before you came here. You are here to know the reason behind Mama Ayo's flourishing restaurant. He laughed. Don't try it. Back off. She's the daughter of the gods. No one dare to see her downfall. Adoni's eyes widened in disbelief. She sat there shocked at what she heard. Baba Oki continued. You need to back off as fast as possible. Else, your life will be at stake. Now get up. Go. Leave now. Now. Leave. The herbalist shouted. Fear gripped Adoni's heart as she stood to leave. Her eyes opened in horror and disbelief as she began to fidget. Her instincts were right after all. She knew there was something fishy about Mama Ayo's sudden wealth, but she never expected it to get to this extent. My life at stake? What could really be behind this? She asked herself. As she got home, she couldn't sleep throughout the night. The thought of the herbalist warning her to back off kept running through her mind. She didn't close her eyes till the night disappeared into another new day. What would happen to me if I go on with the investigation? Will I die? Will something bad really happen to me? She kept asking herself. Days rolled by and Adoni was still in a dilemma. One afternoon, after she had given up on going to her shop, she sat down outside her house in deep thought. Moments later, a man of God preaching the gospel sighted her. He walked up to her and told her something strange. Good afternoon, madam, he greeted, and Adoni replied. The man continued. I don't know what mission you are on or what you are trying to phantom, but this is what the Lord has sent me to tell you. The Lord, whom I serve, asked me to tell you to be patient and leave God to fight your battles. Stop trying to fight for yourself and allow God take charge. Keep praying and everything will be back to normal. While the devil will be put to shame. Once again, be patient and let God fight your battles for you. Thus say the Lord. Adoni's eye widened. She got more curious at this time. Why is this pastor saying the same thing as the herbalist? What power exactly does Mama Ayo possess? She asked herself rhetorically. The fear that had gripped her heart in the past few days was suddenly replaced with curiosity again. Rather than heeding to the warning of the herbalist and that of the man of God, Adoni's fury increased. She became more furious and determined to find a solution. She had lost faith in the herbalist in the village, and so she decided to go out of the village to consult a sorcerer. He was miles away, but she was determined to embark on the journey nonetheless. She left very early in the following morning. On arrival at the sorcerer's hut, she narrated her reason for coming. The sorcerer, a wise and aged man, heaved a great sigh and then began to speak. I know many people have told you to disembark on the journey of finding the reason behind the sudden growth of Mama Ayo's restaurant, but your curiosity won't let you. Well, this is the reason why they've said so. Adoni, anyone who intends to stop Mama Ayo's progress in her restaurant will sacrifice their life for it. No one dare stop her. It is only when you are ready to die after revealing her secrets. That is the only time you can be told her secret. Adoni knew where all this was coming from. She now realized it was a game of the last man standing. Death? She asked the man. Then I'm ready, she exclaimed. What is the essence of living? All my customers are gone. When I cook meals, I eat them myself and throw the rest away. My life is a mess already. How will do it? Tell me a secret, and I'll face anything that comes with it afterwards. The sorcerer looked at her in disbelief and then proceeded to tell her the secret of Mama Ayo's sumptuous meals. Mama Ayo sought power from the terrestrial world. The secret to her sumptuous meal is a snake. Mama Ayo's meals were infused with a snake's dark magic, addicting customers and controlling their minds. Beneath her cooking pot is a snake. Any food that is cooked from that pot and served becomes a poison. Meanwhile, the people won't die. They will continue to come to our restaurant to eat and become addicted to our food. I will give you a powder. Find a way to spray it at the entrance of our restaurant when no one is watching. Our secret will come out in the open and all our customers will come back to their senses, breaking out from the bondage. Adoni took the powder from the sorcerer and headed back to her village. On arrival, she waited till Mama Ayo's restaurant closed for the day. When all the customers had left, including the workers in the restaurant, Adoni rushed out of her house. She headed straight to Mama Ayo's restaurant and blew up the powder, spreading it across Mama Ayo's restaurant. She tiptoed back to her house as though she hasn't done anything. Adoni couldn't sleep that night. She kept looking through the window, curious of what might happen next. She wanted the day to break so fast, so as to see what happens to Mama Ayo. The night soon faded away and it is a new day. Mama Ayo customers lined up in the numbers as usual, waiting to get their portion of food and devour it happily. Suddenly, something strange happened. Mama Ayo began to feel uncomfortable. She began itching her body, and when it became uncontrollable, she started screaming. I did it! I did it! She shouted, her voice echoing through the walls of the restaurant. There was a standstill at the restaurant by this time. People listened attentively to what she has to say. Nobody was buying my food. I needed to feed my family and siblings. This is why I sought terrestrial powers. My food is not an ordinary food. You all are eating from the dark pot. As she continued, she went straight to the pot of food on fire, poured it on the floor, and to the surprise of many, a dead snake was found at the bottom of the pot. You all have been eating snakes. I did this to feed and escape from the humiliation that poverty has brought upon my life. Upon hearing this, our customers fled in horror, abandoning the food they were eating before. They dropped their foods on the floor and took to their heels. They regretted ever eating at our restaurant. Sooner, Mama Ayo became mad, laughing mysteriously, talking and walking with no control. The once lively restaurant became as silent as a graveyard. Everyone was scared of getting close to the restaurant. The whole village was in chaos that day. Adoni, on the other hand, was patiently waiting for the doom to befall her. She was happy that she was able to reveal the evil secret to Mama Ayo's food, even though she was going to pay with her life. Just as expected, in the evening time, Aduni started feeling a slight headache. Despite taking pills to relieve her of the pain, her headache grew worse. She struggled for her life in her room as the headache wasn't seeming to leave. She knew it was the price she had to pay for revealing Mama Ayo's secret. At some point, she wished she had waited for God to reveal the secret himself. Her pain increased, and in no time, she gave up the ghost. As humans, we need to allow God to take his full course and deviate from seeking vengeance by ourselves. Allow God to right the wrongs and beware of the dangers of seeking vengeance. Please like and follow our page for more informative, educative, and entertaining stories like this. Thank you.